Alrighty. Thank you guys for the last video. I didn't expect people to actually comment and give me advice. Really, it was helpful. So, where did we last leave off? Oh, yeah, right. We got into Diamond, boys. Let's fucking go, right? The benefit is that now it should be smooth sailing. You know, it's really funny. I know I've talked about it beforehand, and I'll talk about it. I'll continuously talk about it. Fuck it, right? I don't. Out of all of the fighting games I've ever played, I always think Street Fighter has like the worst. Well, I'm gonna say the worst. I'll probably be proven wrong if I even remember any of the Mortal Kombat. But I think they have the worst soundtrack in terms of like to fight someone. It is especially Street Fighter 6, right? Street Fighter 6 has like terrible music in terms of like I'm gonna beat this person's ass now type music. I wonder. Fuck already. Okay, sure. Yeah, we'll figure this one out, huh? I don't even know the matchup. I guess you can tell by the title and everything, we kind of have a little bit of an issue. In the previous video, I was playing the game a little bit before the recent Street Fighter 6 patch where Ingrid came out. When I got to Diamond, I think it was a day, maybe 2 days before the actual patch came out. So when I started playing, I played on the patch day. And if anyone's ever played a fighting game where a new character drops, there are some problems you're gonna have to run into. You see, a lot of people who are pros and or pretty good always want to pick up the new character and learn them, and sometimes they want to run them straight to masters themselves. And yeah, I kind of hit the disparity a lot. In the like first 3-ish days, I run into new challenger Ingrids or Ingrids that landed somewhere in Diamond, and really, they're not diamonds. Some of them are plats, but really, a lot of them are people who are in higher tiers that have unfortunately been pushed down because they're playing a new character, don't really know it, but they have better fundamentals than most of the people in Diamond. So they're allowed to just kind of run shit for a while until they run into other Ingrids. And unfortunately for me, I happened to get caught in the middle of it. I became a chew toy, so I had accidentally lost my rank for a while. And let me tell you, I kept getting back in and leaving and getting back in. Oh fuck, dude.
Here comes a new challenger.
Yeah, this video is mainly going to be me kind of reflecting while I also show you a little bit more about how I got into tier 2 at the very least. But as you guys have said, like, hey, I should really learn my mix-up options. I should really learn more information about not only my character, but also characters I am most likely going to encounter. And really, that is helpful. And I very much appreciate that advice. It's something I've always had a struggle with. But I must tell you, blatantly, I am a stubborn bastard. Realistically, I play most games knowing that if I spent the time to actually study and understand what's happening, I would be 10 times better than what I am. But I also have ADHD. I'm not actually using my ADHD as an excuse. I'm just saying spending the time learning and labbing things out has never been something I truly could do. I would sit for probably about 5-10-ish minutes and I would not feel as though I have accomplished anything. I could know how certain moves work and how my combo game gets down, but personally it always comes down to me being a little frustrated that I don't have a way to practice that on real people. I know I could theoretically go into more casual matches and just try shit out, but one, I don't like subjecting the people I go against who are not trying to play hardcore against me playing hardcore. And two, it's very annoying to fight a doll or try to practice things against a doll and then bring that into actual gameplay, because one, not everyone reacts that way. I know that fundamentally it will still help me out, but it's just not my way of playing. That being the case, I did do a little bit of training, but not enough to actually warrant me saying I practiced and I got all my mix-ups down. No, I just kind of have more of a better understanding of JP and how he works, but I'm still an idiot. And realistically, while I understand JP and how he works, I have a lot of my bad habits. Again, as I said in the previous video, but even in this video, I have bad habits. I have truly bad habits. You've seen me do jump-ins, and jump-ins are my main way of approaching. I don't use the dash feature that most fighting games give you. I don't use certain techniques I go into. I mean, in very rare cases do I do the whole thing with JP, or really with anyone who has the fireball option, of throwing a fireball out and approaching while it's going, because I genuinely don't have that habit in my brain. I throw a fireball out just to kind of poke you, and then I maybe move at you. But for the most part, a lot of the issues I have in terms of actually getting certain things out is just me having to fight against a lot of my habits. While I might be someone who is decent, I don't know, man. Like, self-evaluation is kind of hard for me. But while I might be somewhat decent at actually playing the game and getting there, I am doing this by brute force. I am not learning by actually going in and learning new things. So it's causing a lot of issues, and you will be frustrated. That's why I don't stream this. I mean, I could. That's not the only reason, but I could show you like every step of the way, but it would be very frustrating to watch as I keep getting my ass kicked and don't learn from methods. Hell, even in some of the recordings, I say, dude, I understand what's happening, but the pilot can't do shit about it. But anyways, let's talk about something, right? When playing this, there's a few characters I keep seeing, and I really only need to worry about them and learn their matchups. For instance, Ken, Cammy, Akuma, Sagat, Alex, and Ingrid at this point are very common characters I will see throughout my run. This isn't to say that they're the easiest to fight, they're just the most common I will always see. Manon, Marissa, Zangief, really the others, I should say, don't really exist in this field. So I really have to only evaluate what are my options. Essentially, what I've learned after fighting so many Ingrids is that Ingrid has a lot of good approach tools and good like spacing things. The problem is that her and JP, the matchup seems to me personally, seems to more favor JP if he uses everything correctly. Keyword, he uses everything correctly. I am an idiot and I forget how to do certain things, especially under pressure. I crack the fuck under pressure. Essentially, because of the fact that Ingrid's teleport has such a high telegraph of it, if JP is able to predict that she is going to be teleporting to him, really, if anyone can predict that she's going to teleport to them, do the anti-air. It immediately cancels it out, and you're allowed to do a lot more follow-ups. If you just block, you're better off probably either punching or grabbing immediately after block, although she has, I think, it feels like she has like 2 to 3 frame advantage even on block. I could be wrong though. For the most part, she's not broken. The combo potential she has seems to be way higher than everyone else, but then again, I don't know how to combo because again, I don't know any combos. Really should learn that shit. I'm not gonna learn that shit. In terms of other characters, Akumas are really odd to me because some of them are aggressive, some of them are passive, and the easiest way to deal with them is literally just poke them out. They don't have a lot of stuff in their toolkit that makes it really hard for me to deal with whatever problem they're giving me. I just have to play into my strengths of challenging their aerials, beating them out in actual fireball contests, and then just spiking them every so often to get them into a low. Also, forcing burnouts should probably be my key goal here whenever I fight against characters that choose to, instead of actually get close to me, more so hermit. That should be a key aspect. Ken's, Alex, really Ken's and Shoto's, the ease of them is literally just poke them out until they really want to run at me, and then bully them for running at me, which I guess is the way of playing most zoners, but I should set up a lot more in terms of getting people at a distance. Alex has grown to be someone I can like theoretically handle most times, mainly because most Alexes very much are kind of not using a lot of his kit, at least from what I'm seeing. If they used more grab techniques, I start to get into a more panic mode, but if they just become like physical fighters, it's a little bit easier. Sagat seems to be the most difficult in terms of actually fighting him, not because he's hard, he just has way too much in his kit for me to fully understand how to deal with it. Also, because I don't have access to the frame data internally, that's not true. I could again look things up, but again, stubborn bastard. I could look that up and actually understand the frame data, but based on just feeling it out, it feels as though a lot of his moves may not necessarily be positive, but the frame disadvantage it has is almost so negligible. The only positive aspect I could use to take advantage of that is to light kick, and my light kick is so bad in comparison to everything else that I it's such a high risk. I could also amnesia more and use it, but using amnesia puts me in a very negative situation. Yeah, really internally, the main issues I'm having is my own inadequacy, I guess is the best way. The real internal issues I'm having are just being stubborn. I should spend probably a day or two actually just training, but I don't know if I have the capacity to do that. And really, I need to learn more combos and how to accurately do things. Also, I need to get way more intentional with a lot of my moves. A few times during these playthroughs, I accidentally hit level 3 super, not because I want to, but because I genuinely do a double quarter circle way too fast because I'm panicking. Also, I need to get way more intentional with my quarter circles. Apparently, I'm not doing them fully. I think it has to do with something with how Guilty Gear's quarter circle works. While it does register for the most part, they have different properties to them. You see, this is a really weird time. Ingrid Hell is not necessarily that hard to deal with. It's just that I'm stupid. Anyways, this is a challenge. Unlike running through Platinum, running through Diamond is going to take a minute. I might have to make a video for each time I get through the actual tiers, because I barely got through to second tier. It's just really hard for me to deal with a lot of the problems, especially if I don't focus on actually training. And at some point, I'm going to have to break my stubbornness and actually move to the training arena. But hey, that's a problem for future Ivy. For now, current Ivy is going to wish y'all a happy day. I'll probably see y'all in the next one. And maybe the next one won't be a Street Fighter 6 video. Or maybe I'll do a dual upload on one of these days. Who knows? I do plan on probably making more odder things. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to leave y'all. Peace.